It's your boy, your fam, God Science. It's not a beautiful, well, it's semi-beautiful. It's a lot of rain, and I just want to say, people that was affected by that storm. I'm in Florida, so we got it's tornado watches. Fortunately, where I was, it was just rain. But anybody that got affected by it, man, I pray the Most High, bless y'all, man, and keep His blessings over y'all. Now, this video is about a couple things. First thing is about I actually saw a video this morning that really like touched my heart, man. I follow this guy out of Chicago. If you know him, his name is Jay Hustle, and he goes around showing, his Ghetto News What Network is what his channel is. But he said a crazy. He was with his daughter in his car, and he said some crazy numbers that from the beginning of January till now, 300 people was shot or killed. I was like, oh my, that shit is crazy, man. This shit ain't normal. This shit ain't normal, and this is one of the reasons why, I had problems with Obama. Not blaming it on him, but sorry about that. He could have said more, man. Could have. I mean, what the fuck? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know the answers to end it. I don't. You know, um, this brother almost broke down crying because he had, his daughter. You know what I'm saying? He has to tell his daughter and reinforce his daughter that you're not gonna die today, and you're not gonna get shot, and that shit is crazy, man. And dude, and he was like, fuck y'all if y'all think I'm a punk. You ain't a punk, brother. That's the problem. That is the problem. You see, we can't if something hurts us, we can't cry. That's weak. Now we're not saying let's be intelligent here. We're not talking about being a punk or a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's I know how our brothers say. It's not about that. It's about when you cry, you're releasing. You notice, like when you cry, after you cry, if you cry about something, because I don't give a fuck what whole hard ass nigga said. You just need the right thing to touch your ass, and you're gonna fucking cry. You might not do it in front of everybody. And I'm not saying do it in front of everybody, but there's nothing wrong with crying and releasing that energy. It's a release. Hold that energy inside and see what happens. You're gonna hold that shit up, flip on somebody for some little shit, shoot their ass, then you're gonna be in jail. You know what I'm saying? And but this is taught in the you can't shed tears, and if something hurts you but I was listening to this brother, and I'm like, I'm sick and tired of seeing black women burying kids, man. Parents burying their kids over stupid shit. They're These people are dehumanized. All right. Now, a lot of people have problems with polite talking about how these people are acting like animals. Look, I know two sides of it. I know the side of the reason why. I know the lack of education, the lack of hope in these things. Growing up, gang life. Growing up, like I said, I was never in a gang, but I knew a lot of people that wasn't, and they was like born into it. Their family did it. They did it. They were expected to carry the torch. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not going to take the other route, going to school, getting an education, trying to build a business legitimately. These things take effort, man. I'm learning now. You know, trying to get my music out there, and it's a struggle. So I see how people be like, "Fuck this, man. Let me go sell this real quick," because you got to feed your family. I'm not judging anybody out there that's feeding their family. You know what I'm saying? Never gonna do that, but it's just that people are dehumanized. You can't shoot somebody, take their life now, not protecting your life now. Shoot them for some stupid shit like you was fucking this chick, and this chick they ain't fucking with you no more. But now you see her fucking with some other dude. You know what I'm saying? And then you kill him. You kill, you know what I'm saying? You shoot the nigga for doing that shit. Stupid shit like that. And then after that, you go to McDonald's or Burger King and eat. and go home, sit back and play some PlayStation 4, and you just took somebody's life. The reason why is niggas is asleep, man. People are asleep. And sometimes I ask myself and people that I know that's not asleep, why us? Why were we chosen to see things a certain way and other people just lost in the sauce? Now, I'm not saying that I'm this enlightened Zen master or some shit like that, but I see the problems with this lifestyle. It's a different path that I took. Of course, when I was younger in my 20s and shit like that, I was wild and out. I get it. Not as far as that, shooting people and shit. Never that. I always was a person that respect other people and respect life. That's just how I was brought up. But it's sad to see that these brothers out here don't respect life. 300 people, that shit is a crazy ass number, man. And it's like escalated. Something is going on, man. Man, like I said, I'm not from Chicago. I know a couple people from there. I follow a couple people from there, like Casino and Jay Hustle and these dudes. And it's like, man, you know, if you don't see this, man, and see these people are human beings, man. They're human beings. You know the and this is the problem. We know how the black man is dehumanized. We know that. Okay? Now to my white family, I'm not talking. Anytime I refer to white supremacy, anytime I refer to the media, you know who I'm referring to. I'm not putting everybody in the pot, but the media is responsible for that shit too. The way how they dehumanize a black man and make him seem as a fucking animal. Then, the honorable. It's funny, but the honorable Louis Farrakhan talked about something like that when I used to back in the days, and sending that image out to the whole world, right? So when shit like this is going on, nobody gives a shit. Oh, they animals anyway. You see the shit that they do on TV because they don't know any black families or shit like that. A lot of these races, the perspective of what they have of a black man is from a ratchet ass song or the media. We know that. You know what I'm saying? We know that. There's another side to it too. All right. Black Lives Matter, and this is what the video was really about. Black Lives Matter. I can't stand the movement now because we know the movement is a political bullshit. Right now, the intention was to say, look, Black Lives Matter too. I get that, but you telling me they're not smart enough to think to label it Black Lives Matter too? That will kill all this shit. When somebody brings up Black Lives Matter, the first thing you say, well, white lives matter too. We know that, yeah, we know white and every other life matter. But the point we're trying to say is that it's matter too. So if they just said that was done on purpose to me. It's just I don't they stupid enough to not think about that. We should name it Black Lives Matter too. Yeah. That'll be they made it Black Lives Matter, and now it's like out of fucking control. So I can't do. But the problem with this Black Lives Matter shit, which is extra stupid, is that do we believe that shit? Because you trying to make someone else believe something, right? We always taught that nobody's gonna believe in you unless you believe in yourself. So if we're trying to get people to believe, yo, Black Lives Matter too, but we don't give a shit about Black Lives Matter. Why the fuck we think they're gonna give a shit about Black Lives Matter? We don't give a shit about Black lives. Look, man, I'm just being real. I don't give a fuck everybody call me a Tommy or a coon. Where I live at, there's majority is black men. And it's not love. You know what I'm saying? The majority of it's not love. And I don't fuck with anybody. But it's just a hatred for each other. It's just a hatred where niggas will stand up. You will say what's up to them. What's up, brother? And they will look at you crazy like you just said, yo, fuck your mama. You know what I'm saying? They'll look at you crazy like, fuck you saying, fuck you. Why you saying what's up, brother, to me? I mean, just ignorant shit, man. We don't love each other. You don't see that shit in other communities, man. I'm from New York. I went into Russian communities. I went into Polish communities, Italian communities. Not saying it's not problems there. Of course, people are gonna always fight around each other, but they don't be drooling at them out to take each other out. Especially if you see somebody with a nice car and you don't have a nice car, but you don't know what that person went through to get the nice car, but you just gonna hate. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is why. That's why I say the solution is, I don't know who said it, but treat others like you would like to be treated. Period. The answer is working on ourselves, man. This save the whole black people race is out the window, because I tell you what, some of these niggas need to be out of here. Some of these niggas need to be out of here. The ones that can't come back. The ones that's willing to take a life for fucking $50. Because that person has a family. And you're gonna take a father, a mother out of the family. And then it's like a fucking chain reaction. Anyways, man, like I said, if we ain't gonna love ourselves, nobody else gonna love ourselves, man. It's always gonna be disputes and things like that, but come on, this shit is out of control. This is a little out of control. It's a dehumanization that occurred, that is occurring, so people don't feel when a human being dies or gets murdered. They're like, they just think it's normal. That's fucked up. That is normal. It's normal. Anyway, man, what you guys think about it? You know what I'm saying? In your community, is it crazy like that? I know Miami is another, Miami crazy, crazy. There's places here crazy, Tampa crazy. Everywhere in the cities, it's like people is just shooting each other for nothing, man, for nothing, for petty ass shit. We know now there's the lack of education, the lack of hope in the community, the lack of guidance from the elders. I know the causes of all this, but it doesn't excuse people from trying to change. That's just my saying. Anyway, man, y'all stay blessed and please stay safe out there. Stay safe out there. Peace.